Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and you, that little alien sitting in the corner over there, yes, we see you. Welcome again to another edition, episode, whatever you prefer to call it these days, of the continuing adventures of Tarheel by Dark, the Vampires of North Carolina. There's a lot has taken place over the last couple of nights here in the state, and this scene is the council meeting that our vampiric elders have been trying to get around to doing for several weeks now. As we open up our scene, we open up on the governor's mansion in Raleigh, North Carolina, where the council typically holds its meeting. There are several vehicles parked in and around the place. Security is rather tight this evening, tighter than normal. There are, let's say, a number of these security officers do have earpieces, and they appear to be checking some kind of an ID. We're Kindred members. Those of you that were basically invited to attend tonight, which basically were all Kindred, were basically given that the password would be the word Vegas. That's Vegas as in Las Vegas. And we open the scene with the resident child of our prince, Samuel Josiah, making his entry into the council room, having passed the various security checkpoints.
Bear with me. Let me get the picture of our Duke of Mecklenburg. Alright, where are you?
Nice. And as usual down there, Mr. Biltmore, the council room has been set up as it usually is, more of a council round table, more council round table than board meeting. That's typical. The desks are lined in a circle like they always are, with the various placards and whatnot there. There also is a file folder laying on each one of the desks.
Okay. Biltmore will come in and scan the room. Who besides the official council, like the dukes and duchesses, is actually there right now?
All right. Right now, there are a number of yours and Josiah's aides are around.
Mm-hmm.
Andy is already here, and Duke Day are already here.
Those are the only two? Okay. Right.
And
Anyway.
then Sam himself does not appear to be in the room yet.
All right. Biltmore will walk in, and as he passes, he'll nod to the guard at the door, and he'll look around and nod at his fellow Duke and Duchess, and he'll just go to his desk and open the folder that's on his desk.
All right. Inside is basically a rundown of everything all the information that you'll need for tonight. What's on the voting docket. Various pieces of information that have been uncovered. What jumps to your eye, however, is that it mentions that there is a vacancy in the Appalachia district, and that is going to a vote for how to a discussion and possible vote for how to handle that is planned for this evening.
Okay, he scans the docket and looks at that particular one, raises a finger, and then just taps that particular item, and nods. I didn't really have much, so we can move on to somebody else if you'd like, at least
All right.
for now.
Okay. It's also about that same time that, as you know, within literal probably 5, maybe 10 minutes pass as we hear the familiar voice of Enzo Putnaska is approaching from the other side of the door. The guard's voice almost seeming as if it wants to stop him, but you basically hear the guard's voice either cuts off mid sentence, either Enzo cut him off or he cut himself off, and the council room door opens and Enzo steps inside.
He's got his phone out and he's looking at it, and there's like an incredibly loud, almost like explosion sound that comes from the phone, and he just like chuckles to himself and nods and starts like tapping on his phone some more, and goes and puts his feet up on
Same
his desk.
thing as the same thing. The desk that you always sit at. There's a file folder sitting there with various pens and post-it notes. Pretty much everything everything they think you'll need for the night.
All right, so I reach under the desk.
You also see that there's also a Yep, to say. And as you open it, there is indeed several 20-ounce Pepsis in the fridge.
All right, I'll take one out and I'll proceed to start on my Pepsi pyramid.
Okay.
I'll look around at everybody and give them like a head nod as well. Just I'm not like completely ignoring everyone.
All right. Yep. Now, both of you do see that Andy has basically, she hadn't yet. She now took her seat. She's opened up that file folder, and you see that she also has produced an additional folder from her coat pocket, and she has picked up one of the ink pens on the desk and appears to be writing something, either signing or writing. You're not quite sure. All right. As she does that, we see that right outside of the governor's mansion, we see the now familiar face of one Nathaniel Ashford, or whatever name he happens to be going by these nights.
Arriving in kind of a white leather jacket, just kind of very nice slacks, just kind of dressed up rather impressively, wearing his bronze scepter pin on his lapel. He is just sort of sauntering in, Alice on his arm. He just kind of casually takes a seat by the wall near the exit, prepared in case things should get hairy, but he just kind of looks around, gives a little bit polite nod to everyone, and then just kind of goes about his business.
Alice walking slightly behind him, basically just kind of nods and waves at everyone in the room and calls.
All right. So the security lets both of you pass with they let both of you pass, all but the one guard actually stops you as you're heading in and specifically notes Miss Alice there, basically asking for some kind of identification on her.
She gives an ID with ease and basically just shows him the ID and tells him exactly who she is, etc.
And he just sort of whispers the Vegas password and then sort of puts his arm around her kind of protectively to say, yeah, she's with me.
Oh, important note. Let me go back. The ID that you give the guard, you were sent a new ID. by, and the note attached to it was only signed with the letter D. It has your full name, Alice Marie Pennington,
Mm.
and your picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The guard takes it, being satisfied with what he's been shown. He bids you pass, and same thing as always. The same council room that you're used to seeing. Same thing. There are various chairs seated behind the desks. A number of the dukes and one of the duchesses is already here. As I have already described, you also notice that Miss Reynolds, Josh, has made her way in there behind you, as well as Duke Marquez.
Kind of bowing deeply to the lady and giving the Duke a much more deep, but, more of a perfunctory head nod, and a very warm smile. How's the evening progressing?
No, it could be worse. It could be a whole lot worse.
As I say any day about the dress, pretty good.
This is true. This is true. And you notice Marquez is unusual. It is dressed unusually to the nines this evening. The man typically dresses well, but not in button down and vest as he has this evening.
Mm-hmm. So it seems to be an unusual star that's out tonight. People are just on their best behavior. So Nathaniel just seems almost strangely relaxed, but he's very polite and very kind of jovial, almost in his aura. He's just a lot more calm and kind of peaceful and not exactly overly happy, but he seems to be almost buoyant as opposed to the last few times that you've seen him.
Right. As the evening continues, the other various members of the peerage also make their various entrances. Though one, Mr. Woodrow Dannington, does appear to be missing initially. His chair and the chair of the former Duke of Oliver Terrance are empty for the time being. And also, as the majority of the council has assembled, a side door there in the council room opens, and the gentleman you see here makes his entry, stepping to one of the desks, which he would seem to be the headmost desk, as he does not sitting, he remains standing as he takes up the gavel that is laying on the desk there.
Note: Biltmore stands up as he walks in the door.
A number of others do as well, but not all. Sam speaks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all this evening. I trust that you found very little, if any, confrontation on the way here. You'll notice that there are two of us missing this evening. One, Mr. Dannington and Mr. Terrance. Mr. Dannington will be along later, though I unfortunately cannot say the same of Mr. Terrance. Thus we'll see in your files that this matter is on the docket this evening, but in keeping with tradition, we open the floor to old business.
think we got a bunch of new business.
Silence falls. Silence falls around the council room as Enzo says that a number of the other dukes, duchesses, nodding. Sam nods. Very well, bearing none. We open the floor to new business.
Enzo will like look around expectantly.
As the gathered individuals have done the same, pretty much asking, trying to figure out who's going to kick this chicken.
All right, so like,
Andy's placard.
what's going on with the Sabbat?
Andy, realizing that she's been interrupted, but shakes her head and continues. That being said, indeed, what is going on with the Sabbats? I'm hearing that there's rumors floating around of some kind of Sabbat infiltration. Anybody got anything on that?
Well, I mean, you know,
She looks around the room.
technically, you know, my family has no open quarrel with the Sabbat, shall we say, until they start encroaching on our businesses. So I don't think it would be fitting for one of us to start the discussions about what to do with them in the Camarilla domain. You know what I mean?
Sam's head nodding. Indeed, Mr. Putnaska is correct. But that being said, I as well will begin the discussion this evening regarding our newfound frenemies these nights. Mr. David, who I'm sure is floating around here somewhere, made me aware, as well as a number of us aware, some nights
hear a
ago,
light whenever
that
you
there was
mention the name, and the door opens. And then closes
Mr.
by
Menashe.
itself.
Mr. Menashe, nice of you to
Yes,
join
sir.
us this evening.
And he steps out of the shatter. He steps out of the shadow. Yes, sir.
As I said, Mr. David made myself, as well as a number of the other council members here, aware that he believed there to be some issue with a possibility of Sabbat incursion in the state a couple nights ago, and I had my people look into it. At the time, it didn't seem to be a major concern. There'd only been one, maybe two. How should I say? Altercations of sort at the time, as Mr. Marquez over there was made me privy to when he made a run a couple of months ago. I believe you were on that run as well, Mr. Putnaska. There had been literal weeks and months maybe since that had happened. So we assumed them to be simply making their rounds through, doing what they do, but looks like we have a bigger problem. And Mr. Marquez, I understand that you wanted to address this heavily before anyone else did. As he turns to Marquez nodding. That idea, Mr. Prince. Let me back up first and say that portion of this may indeed be my fault. Is that a number of faces turned to face Marquez, the eyebrows of Mr. Day raising slightly. When I say that some of this may be my fault, I have a number of business interests, as I'm sure many of you are aware of, and many of you may be even involved in. But there was the Mortals refer to it as a street race. I call it a festival, but I digress. Some nights ago, this past week, wherein I was simply make a couple dollars here and there, as you know, as we all are akin to make. And let's just say shit hit the fan and spread like wildfire. So I have now been made to look the fool, as well as another gentleman who is in my another gentleman I'm aware of, and number one gentleman that some of you are aware of, Mr. Nathaniel Ashland, who's also made to look the fool here. And I'm sure many of you are aware of the fact that he and I have been in opposition for some time. And it's a big enough issue that the two of us have agreed to come to a temporary ceasefire. So that being said, the two of us are looking to handle this on our own, but it should be made aware of into any other dukes, duchesses, that there may be a possibility that you may see some of these people in your particular purviews, a certain car club, if you will. I'm sorry, the name escapes me at this time as Marquez looks around the
He
room.
pipes up Southern Kings.
Ah, yes, Southern Kings. I said I don't know a whole lot about them yet. Like I said, I only hired them through a proxy, as I always do. I hired them through a proxy. You know, make me a couple of dollars. Everything seemed to be on the up and up, and one of them, or the group rather, decided they'd play an excellent joke and stab myself in the back. Which I'm not very kindly to taking it in the ass. Even if I am, I'd like to at least be aware of the fact. To which Andy slightly chokes at that comment. So, like I said, I wanted to make everybody aware of it. Like I said, myself and Mr. Ashford are trying doing what we can to handle it. We'd appreciate any help, but we're not going to require it. But just be aware that they may show up in your particular areas. As Marquez nods, and I yield my time to the council. Anyone?
All right. I mean, how much?
We're just gonna stand here twiddling our thumbs.
Hey, how much?
Define what you mean by how much. What do you mean how much? How many or?
No, my business has been unaffected thus far. So, I want to know if it is worth my family's time and money and effort to get involved yet, or if I should just wait and see how many ghosts start popping up around here before I, start going Sabbat hunting. It seems like it's going to take up a lot of my time. So, how much?
Well, like I said, Mr. Putnaska, myself and Mr. Ashford are going to try to handle this alone. So,
all right.
if you
Good
feel
luck.
like you want to be involved, I'm certainly not going to say no. But right now, we probably don't need a ridiculous amount of help.
Oh no, probably not. You guys are tough.
David actually steps forward. If you need an extra crossbow, let me know.
Will do.
So just out of curiosity, so I can, start picking
quite.
neighborhoods and driving around. Where is the last time you've spotted any Sabbats? You got any idea where they're hanging out?
Like I said, I haven't had a chance to look into it very deeply. But the last place I saw them was over in Wilmington. If Mr. Ashford's here, he might have more information than I do. But there you go.
Nathaniel will raise a finger and look for permission to speak before he actually says anything.
Prince nods to you.
Well, the attack in question was very cleverly made to implicate these Southern King gentlemen because the property in which these Sabat raiders were absconding in cleverly had the company logo. I think they were intending to start a breakage with this particular group, hoping that we would further weaken ourselves. But as far yet, it's been mobile attacks. We don't know if they have any particular base in the area, any sort of leanings toward any one particular juncture. The race itself, wasn't it in the Moorhead area?
Marquez nods. It was in the general area. Not too far away. A couple hours, actually.
Oh, shit. That's my area. I can't have anybody poking around in there or setting up shop. I'll have some of the boys get to looking. And, yeah, if you're going to start poking around there, you let me know first. You know, the whole
As always.
compromise only works if we're not meddling in each other's affairs.
Of course, we would seek your personal permission.
Oh, well, all right, then.
Prince, speaking up. Anyone else care to comment or questions? Duke Day's placard goes up. Question from Mr. Ashford. You seem to have been more as privy to what occurred as Marquez over there does. How much have you looked into this yet, or is this one of those kind of just surface situations?
Oh, I did a fair amount of private investigating. I looked in on the particular property of the Southern Kings. They had a chop shop in the general area. I can safely say that they're not affiliated with Sabat. However, they are being treated with a certain amount of deference and to be handled carefully. I don't know how much would be freely, given out as information. But they aren't a threat to us, and more along the line, they do see the Sabat as enemies. As for me looking in, spying is one of my purviews. I am rather skilled in that particular area.
Alrighty. I tell you what, Mr. Ashford, you as he looks over back towards both the Prince and to Mr. Biltmore. Well, given your the last time we saw you in this court, you quite frankly made an ass of yourself. So, given that, I would perhaps a further investigation into these Southern Kings may be helpful in recovering that social status.
Consider it done.
At this, David chuckles, and the door opens again, and Harry walks in, looks around. He's actually got his crutches, thus walking in. Looks around at the assembled group, kind of puts his head down a little bit, apologizing for being late. Looks over at Ashford, scowls, nods, and walks to his spot.
It's in Marquez, this time looking down at the phone there on the desk as he taps on it for just a moment and he speaks. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just That was Mr. Dannington, who was letting me know he'll be along here. He'll be along here promptly. Very well. Very well. His opinion is going to be needed this evening, as the prince speaks. So, what are we to do about this Sabbat? Any opinions or information from the council? I know, Marquez, you said you were intending to handle it, but anyone else?
I mean, they're going to draw hunters. That's what they do. So, best thing, I guess, is to make the hunters think that they got rid of the problem. You know, push them in the right direction and make them think that they are winning for the good of mankind or whatever they fucking think. Faggots.
As you hear Andy chuckles. I will be damned if that's not a great idea. And I'm behind that idea. As this conversation is continuing, I won't have you roll anything for this, just to have you hear it. You hear a bit of a commotion going on outside, a bit of a, almost sounds like either like metal hitting metal, a car crash, something's happened outside. To which, upon this happening, the council door flies open and one of the security guards puts his head in the door as he looks towards the prince. Mr. Josiah, we have a situation. Josiah puts up his hand as if to tell the guard to continue. There's been I don't know if we call it an accident or I don't know what it is, but you probably just need to come see. And as this guard is speaking there at the door, the gathered kindred do see the familiar form of one Woodrow Dannington approaching. Woodrow, as you were coming inside, you heard as you were coming inside to the the governor's mansion here, you heard what sounded like either a car crash or some kind of a commotion going on outside. Now, when you were coming in, you didn't see anything, but you're now hearing it.
I guess
and
I'll
you basically
turn
hear there's a... Say again?
I said, I guess I'll turn around and go back outside.
All right. So those that do elect to go look into this, Marquez and Andy both rising, and anyone else that would like to go out there. Mm-hmm. As you head out there, there indeed has been some kind of a vehicle accident, and so it seemed like a normal vehicle accident were it not for the fact that painted onto the side of one of the vehicles is a graffitied sunrise. And Evan, this is where you take over.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. In nomine Patri, et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Can everyone please, because I felt it was a wise way to start this, can everyone give me a perception test attempting to beat 4 successes in order to see what's about to punch you in the face?
Perception and what?
It's perception, awareness. It's alert. Is it awareness or alertness to see?
Alertness for physical.
Alertness. Thank you.
6 dice for me. Jake.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
You said difficulty 4?
Well, no. You have to beat 4 successes in order to see them.
Oh, 4 successes. Okay.
You got better perception than I do. So.
PJ only got 1.
Does it matter that my diff is only 5?
Woo! Then you got 2.
So now.
Cool.
All right, so I don't see Jack, but Miss Alice got 4.
So,
Defender always wins, so she doesn't see Jack either.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, Defender always wins.
In a tie.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
All right. Marquez
Defender.
and the Prince both see it. The rest of the council are called blindsided.
All right. Let's do a fun.
No, go ahead.
He hasn't rolled yet.
Okay.
Which one of you? Okay. Basically, the way I'm going to do this is quite simple. Jake, describe your character. Looks like he's pictured in his picture. Yeah.
yeah. He's dressed in very expensive clothing.
Is he big? Is he formidable looking physically?
He's like maybe 6 feet tall.
Okay.
And not huge.
Okay. Which one of you would
Giant
say?
black dude is probably the most physically imposing. And
I look like Kimbo Slice.
I have no idea who that is.
He is an incredibly intimidating black man.
Huge, intimidating black guy.
Either way, he would be the most intimidating.
Okay. Then PJ, you're getting a sniper round to the skull.
Okay, roll your diff 9. I don't care.
Rodent bones.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's diff. It's not with the sniper scope. It drops it down to diff. It drops it down to diff 8. So 1,
Correct.
2, 4, 5. 5 successes. Shoot you in
Sure.
the- Your basic sniper rifle does, I believe, it's 8 lethal. Lethal basic. I can English today.
7.
Sure, whatever.
Let me double check that for you real quick, because I wrote it specifically as something specific. It's going to be 7. Yep, it'll be 7.
Okay, so that's 7 plus 4 is 11. I have no doubt PJ has all the soak in the known universe, so enjoy this walking off his giant masculine frame.
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lethal because 1s do not detract from damage.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Detract from soak.
Jake's right.
Is it?
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not from the correct.
Okay, then in that case, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, please.
Okay, I have a soak pool of 8.
Four.
Once again, proving my point.
Yep. Yep, so that's 1.
I'm a gangrel. Like, what the fuck?
After the shot rings out, it will be much more easy to see him. Sitting on the opposite roof, approximately, probably I'd say about 80 to 100 yards away and about 4 stories off the ground, you see a figure crouching with a long-barreled rifle.
Actually, this is the same building. PJ, this immediately it catches your eye. Remember the last time that you got shot at when you went to see the Prince? It's the same damn building. Exactly.
That's mildly upsetting.
I feel proud that apparently this is PJ's shooting spot.
I'm never coming back to this place again.
So what did you do tonight? I don't know. Had a little blood, watched a little porn, got shot in the head. It's all good. So yes, the bullet round rings out. There is a tiny ribbon of blood as it attempts to. It punches him right in the center of the forehead, and to a normal human being that would have meant instant death. But the bullet literally pounds itself almost flat against his skull and barely penetrates. Congratulations, you have been barely penetrated. I do believe we shall now resolve to initiative, as he will have probably at least a round or two, unless you have celerity before you can reach the building, in order to try and run up.
Yeah, I'm activating 5 levels of celerity.
Well, you can activate 5 levels of celerity on your round, as that was a surprise round. So if we can all just roll initiative, please.
Initiative 11, I'm going for it.
All right.
Jake, roll my initiative.
How many?
Marquez,
just one.
the initiative
Obviously,
count is
yeah.
pulling you up.
Oh, you got a
All right.
1, my bad, son.
I don't care. That's
All right,
fine.
NPCs are going to die for cover. Well, the NPCs that I'm running are going to die for cover. That would be Marquez, the friend. That's an Andy.
9, 10, 11, 12,
And
13, 14, 15.
Oh, it's also bad.
David is going obfuscate right now. And Harry knows he can't handle a straight up fight, so he's staying out of it.
Okie dokie. So Jake, you're going on a 15. Can I get the other people's initiative plus? Thank you. For the record, as this happens, you can hear the individual, basically, he's shrieking at the top of his lungs, "I'll send you back to hell in the name of St. Michael and St. George." Because crazy religious fundamentalists in the South, who'd have thunk it?
I'm just
Actually,
wondering,
no, right?
are there like a bunch of like humans around?
No. There's
Are there a bunch of
actually, I did forget to mention this. PJ. There actually is a, as you were coming into the meeting this evening, security had been beefed up significantly. So there's practically absolutely no actual that you can see. There are no kind here. This place, I mean, it looks like a damn ghost town.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Is there like a generator box or anything on the street that would power the street lights and such?
Do me a wits investigation on that.
And
Okay.
I keep this chugging along. Those of you who can't put it up on your screen, if you could just throw your initiative in the chat, please.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Alright.
I have an initiative of 1, so I'll go left.
Okay.
Okay.
There are.
Okay.
There is what appears to be some type of a junction box on the side of the street there, where the street lamp is at. It is right. Also, it is right beside of the button to hit for the crosswalk.
Okay.
Okay, can anyone, I take it no one here because the roll was obscene. Nobody here can beat a 17? No? Maybe? Sorta?
No.
We're going to play Eeny, Meeny, Mo again because, you know, shooting PJ in the head isn't any fun. Hey, Ashford, you're pretty, aren't you?
Alice goes running for cover, by the way. Nowhere to be found. Bye, gone.
Oh, I shot you before.
And like I said, for the record, there are like I said, there's 2 vehicles here. One of them is a, now that you've had time to really look at the scene, you know, more in depth, it's a late model Lincoln Continental, and it looks to be a one of those large U-Haul style moving vans.
I'm sorry, Josh, your girlfriend's name is?
Yeah, Alice.
Hey, Alice. Hey, Alice. My name is Evan. It's lovely to meet you. You just got shot in the head.
Oh!
Bang!
Gotta love crazy because my theory is I've got maybe about a round of this before PJ gets to me and physically manhandles my spleen.
Well, the hospital trip.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. So that's going to be another one of those. Yay!
She's a ghoul, though, so she's dead.
Yeah, you basically just blew
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's dead or not. Is she, Walt?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless you can soak 7 lethal damage to the skull, she's pretty dead.
She's at least going to the hospital.
No, I'm definitely sure that 7 lethal to the dome is incredibly dead.
Yeah.
Wait, she's at least going to the hospital.
Hang on,
Probably the morgue, but
I mean, like, everything from the neck down is going to the hospital.
Well, see, the thing here, though, Walt has a something special for Alice that
MacGuffin?
I don't know if he had told her yet. I didn't know if you had got that far in her story yet.
I don't know if someone casts the curse belated. I guess she'll be alive. as a
Hospital at the
vampire
most.
without a
Say
head.
that.
Yeah,
At
I'm.
the
It's pretty fucking dead. I don't know.
Hey Ashford, what will you do
Gotta
if I
come
put you in touch with your dead lover? I'll get her ghost to come talk to you. You just
All
have
right,
to
put it like this.
prostrate yourself
Ash,
before me.
okay. Put it like this. At minimum, her heart
Old
has
ghouls get
Whoever's next, go.
Her
what was I going to
heart
say?
has
Sorry about that.
stopped.
All ghouls get at least one extra physical discipline in addition to their dot of potence. So if she has one dot of fortitude and rolls a success, it would be six lethal, and she could maybe survive. It depends on how good the neurosurgeon is.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get an extra physical discipline either.
Yes, you do. I've been building.
Not
in-
You
always.
get potence and 1 extra discipline.
You
Yeah,
do. It's in the V20 rolls.
From the Dominator.
Yeah,
You get one dot of potence and 1 dot from the Dominator.
Who's her Dominator?
Ashford, the Ventru.
Does Ashford have fortitude?
Oh, yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
there is. I
Roll
don't
it.
care.
Roll her
I'm happy to
die.
murder her brutally in cold blood. It's up to the GM.
Yeah. Yep. Roll it. Roll her 1 die.
Give her a
Alright.
Hail Mary, guys.
Perfectly fine doing this. Do-do-do-do-do.
Hello, Satan.
And absolutely not.
Done.
Bang!
Done. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Jess. I'm sorry. Shit happens.
Her skull. Literally, he lines up the shot and simply says, "And I shall sing requiems to your name as you are welcomed into the hands of God."
And Ashford roll for frenzy.
Yes, that is indeed a thing.
Yes. That is indeed a thing, yes. Not only did he kill your ghoul,
Yep.
he killed someone that you're deeply bloodbound to.
Yep.
And you can't even have a good funeral because she's got no head.
He does succeed on his frenzy, though.
Yep.
Close casket.
Barely.
Yeah.
Dude, he just like shakingly takes out a cigarette, like an unfiltered Lucky Strike, and puts it in his mouth.
Okay, okay, who's next in the initiative, and what are your actions going to be, please? Thank you.
It's me.
Oh,
For the record, my dear, I am sorry. Whoever told you it was a good idea to play a ghoul in a vampire game, punch them in the dick.
Okay.
Not looking those two.
There's a way to fix it.
We can fix it. We can fix it.
You can fix
Maybe.
it. It'll
But we
take a little,
can't.
though.
No, we're not fixing it. I'm cremating your body.
Maybe. Maybe.
I would like to point out she doesn't have a head. Have you seen what a high caliber sniper round does to someone? There is no top of the head.
There's nothing left.
Yeah.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, like her
Which is
body
why-
like actually splays into a Y.
Yeah.
Which is why I say, which is the reason why I say, when I say we can fix it, is a huge maybe. And I'll explain why.
We just get enough stitches.
Hey, Mr. Putinesca, maybe you can have a new soul-shaped fuck buddy.
Oh boy.
Speaking of Mr. Putin, proceed.
Alright,
Proceed there, Jake.
so I'm going to spend 1 blood for celerity and 1 to activate the first dot of 11 bullet on that generator box. And turn it off. So here's my willpower roll.
Wait.
It's a difficulty.
what's your-
Good story.
What's the difficulty for a first level thaumaturgy roll?
It's the basic 4 plus 1, so it's 5.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that for the time being.
I am the thaumaturgy king. I have twinked so many Tremere in my life.
Alright, so
Yeah, that's enough.
it's going to cut the power for 10 minutes.
It's
Bless
out.
you.
And then
It is
my
out.
celerity action is to go approaching the guy.
All right. Now, like I said,
I'm kind
he's
of
about 4 stories up. He's about
Mhm.
4 stories up on a building. A
Have you
couple,
ever seen a
maybe about a football
five-
field away.
you ever see a Potence 5 leap? Vertical.
Oh yes, I have. I have. I'm just making you aware. He's about a
Yes.
football
Yeah, no,
field away and about.
You'll probably basically, Jake. What'll happen is you'll be able to do a potent leap next turn, and then you can use your celerity action to beat him to death.
Yes.
As soon as he's up there. So our little hunter friend here is about to get his ass beat badly. All right.
I am but a servant of the divine. Sorry. I like religious crazies. They're the best kind of crazy. Who's next in the initiative order?
Probably Ashford or one of the council members.
Mm-hmm.
All of the NPCs died for cover.
Yep.
Fucking pussies.
And I'm literally going after all
Prince's adventure. He doesn't fight.
Venture are knights. They have fortitude.
Yep.
Doesn't mean this one does.
I'm just saying, he's a pussy.
And by the way, rolling for frenzy again, because I'm literally seeing this person that I have basically raised, blown to smithereens by a sniper-wielding nut job.
I'd like to point out every time I do a scene for Tarheel, I kill somebody.
Bro.
Yep. And good. Woo.
No, you are not good. It's a difficulty 8 frenzy because, I blew your girlfriend's brains all over you.
Alright. Well, then, I am completely batshit.
Actually, you barely passed it last time.
Yep.
Didn't pass it this time.
Yep. Completely batshit crazy. So, literally witnessing dead body, splatter all over the place, brains all over my nice white suit, and I am gone into Vamp Hulk mode. So,
Yay! Said that frenzy. Congratulations! I now take over your character. Long enough for the frenzy.
perfectly fine.
So that would mean, I think because unfortunately poor old Alice has done. Another one bites the dust. PJ, I think that means you're next.
Oh, great. Now I get to waste my celerity action running. And I'm going to walk all the way back after PJ.
Well, no, he's even though he has a celerity action, he's not going to reach it. Even though he has celerity actions, rather, he's not going to reach him in one round.
Bro,
he has
5 celerity actions?
I have an athletic specialization in parkour and 5 celerity actions.
Actually, you know what? Here. All right. Both of you give me a D10 roll, and we'll see you in
what? How in the fuck is this possible that he can do it in 2 celerity actions and I can't do it in 5?
Because he's physically jumping vertically. What I'd say to you is, if you build up enough accumulative successes over your 5 celerity actions, you'll jump up onto the.
If you're jumping up there, yeah.
Oh, you have
potence too. I forgot about it. If you jump up there, yeah. Actually, if you jump up there, both of you should reach him at about the same time.
Wow, that's possible. He's got fucking 4 more celerity actions than I do.
I have potence, I have more celerity action, and literally my specialization is in climbing up buildings. It's parkour.
You know what? The guy's dead regardless.
I'm not killing him. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not killing him.
He's getting fucked.
He is not dying. I am not killing him. You guys keep saying that. It's not going down.
Okay, let's just, PJ. Alright, so your first action is to run to a suitable position. Your second action is to potence leap. You now have, your second action, so your first action is to run into a suitable position where you know you can jump. Then it's, because you're at the bottom of the initiative, your celerity actions will kick off, but Jake's celerity action will kick off first.
Yeah, so I get to the bottom of the building.
Okay, cool. PJ, it is now your first celerity action. So in your first celerity action...
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Since it's a celerity action, is it just a move or is it a move and action too? Can I, potence throw him up there?
Actually, for sake of scene and thematic effect, do it.
Yes, do it. Make me a strength and athletics check, aided by your potence, please.
Okay. Wait. 1, 2, and 5 is 7.
Yep, that's fine. PJ, you sail elegantly through the air, and you drop onto the trellised balcony where the gunman is standing, holding his sniper rifle.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him for bashing.
Okay.
Jake.
4 times. What?
Roll me 5, 10 dice, I guess.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Strength. That's 5, 6. So yeah, roll me 11 dice of damage.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, PJ, this is somewhat important. Where are you punching this guy?
In, I don't know, his arm. I don't care. I'm not punching him like in an explodable chest.
No, but I mean, are you punching him in the face, for example, or are you punching him in the arm? It is important, dude.
Sure, in his arm.
Okay, cool. So hang on, that's 3 levels of bashing. He's going to soak, because mortals can soak bashing.
Yeah, okay.
He only has the 1 point of armor. Yeah, he quite handily soaks your first blow.
Sure. Hey, Jake, roll that 3 more times, I guess. No, you threw me up there my side one, so 4 more times.
Alright, so 4. So 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, these ones though. Another
You know I
3.
cancel out 1.
Oh, right.
He cancels out one of the first one, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so
He eats 2 of that damage, so you bring in your second round as you know, an experienced almost boxer would, and you feel bones cracking and skin and you know you feel the viscera moving inside him as he shrieks in pain.
sure. Roll again.
It's called descriptive narration. I do this.
I mean, you
Good
can't really
God,
shriek in
those
pain
ones.
because I'm in polarity, so you can't shriek in pain.
Oh yeah.
That's right. He doesn't know why he's suddenly in pain.
He just is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's basically like getting your ass whooped by Quicksilver, dude.
Yep. So he takes another 3 levels.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Uno momento. They just have the same number of bashing wounds as they have lethal, do they, or does it ramp up? I've always gotten that mixed up.
It's the same. After you take 8 bashing, you start taking lethal, but you're unconscious.
Yeah.
How many did you do there? 1,
7.
2. Okay, yeah. PJ, with your next hit, you successfully turn around and you backhand him into the chest. You don't kill him, relax. But the wind falls out of him and he crumples onto the ground. The sniper rifle clattering to the ground.
Cool. And my last celerity action, I'm checking to see if he has some like stupid dead man switch or some lame thing like that I can stop before it actually gets normals and pops up.
Okay. Make me a perception investigation roll, difficulty 9.
Alright, I'll spend a will. Roll 7.
Okay. Nice. 1, 2, I don't know if you have a specialty. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, sorry. It's difficulty 9. Okay. So if you got 3.
3 successes
Yeah.
then.
Okay, with 3 successes, you eventually, after rooting around in his pockets and whatever else, you find that he doesn't have anything physically on him. However, his mouth is slightly open, and you see that one of his teeth has been knocked slightly ajar and has a very odd kind of sheen to it. It's oddly colored.
Okay, I just take that, I guess?
Yeah, you take out the tooth, and you take it out, and it doesn't feel like a normal tooth. It feels like ceramic porcelain in your hands.
Sure, and so, like, I assume it's some kind of stuff, so I, like, step on it on the ground or something, I don't know.
Okay, as you step on it, you see, like, a tiny amount of liquid, kind of a clear liquid that smells vaguely of bitter almonds, spread across the ground.
Yeah, sorry, crazy arsenic guy, but it's not going down.
Cyanide, actually.
Whatever. I don't care. But he's knocked out now,
It's
and
not
so
happening regardless.
He is indeed unconscious, yes.
okay.
All right, those of you back down on the ground. Those of you back on the ground do see that Marquez had pulled out his pistol, but now is replacing it, realizing that Woodrow took care of it.
Yo, Woody! Enzo's yelling from, like, the bottom of the building.
Yeah,
Can I have that gun?
I tossed you the gun. It's a gun flying from the top of a building at you.
Okay, make me a Dex Athletics roll to catch the gun.
Okay.
Because why not?
I catch the gun.
Yay!
Congratulations, sir. You have yourself a shiny, spanking new sniper rifle, which I'll give you the stats on later.
I'm just gonna take it and go downstairs. Like, I guess I'll just, like, put the guy over. Actually, I'm gonna look around and make sure, like, this guy isn't randomly gonna get sniped by his buddies while he's laying down on here. And if I don't see anything, I'm gonna carry him down.
There's no need to bother rolling. You don't see anybody else in the surrounding buildings that would indicate that there is anybody else here.
I am going to take him and go down then. Actually, if Ashford is, like, randomly, like, attacking people and stuff down there frenzying, I won't.
Yeah, hey Ashford, roll me a D1. How many people are on the ground?
3, 4, 3. Marquez, the Prince, Harry, David, who's probably obbed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just go those. Roll me a D4. On a 1 you attack Jake, on a 2 you attack Marquez, on a 3 you attack Harry, and on a 4 you attack the Prince, and I'm hoping for a 4.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, dude. Will's got it. I mean, whatever you want to do, but it's GM call.
Make it random, because there is no telling in Frenzy. You just want to tear everything.
Yeah,
to
that's
bits.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Even I would have done that myself.
Hold on real quick. Josh, do you have common sense?
Yeah, but I am technically frenzied out as fuck.
No. Do you have the merit common sense on your character?
Yeah.
Then I can give you advice as a player. You can spend a willpower and direct your frenzy at whoever you'd like to.
This is true,
okay.
but you must attack one of them.
Somebody.
All right. Well,
Come on, the Prince.
all right. Honestly, that wouldn't be my first call, but man, somebody's having a bad day. And
Who you want? Who you
I mean,
want? You got to go after somebody. Who you want?
Yeah, what you'd be seeing is Ashford just going ballistic vampire Hulk attacking the shit
All right.
out of
Well, hold on. Let's think about this. Marquez and the Prince had both died for cover. Jake would be the closest target.
Yeah. So, wait,
Love you, bro.
isn't Jake
No,
on
no, wait.
the freaking building?
Oh, yeah, that's
Jake-
true.
Jake took full movement.
Yeah, Jake did a full round of movement, so he's quite far. It's a toss up between Marquez and the Prince, realistically.
All right.
No. If he spends his willpower to attack Jake, he can totally control his beast and make movement that way and not actually do anything.
All right.
That is the bonus of spending the willpower and directing your frenzy.
All right.
Or
Yeah.
you can
control the frenzy,
can
yes.
ride the frenzy.
All
You
right.
can ride the frenzy.
That's what he's
No, he cannot. That is a pass bonus. That's the bonus of being on instinct. He does not have that bonus.
Yeah, he can He has to attack.
Well, regardless, you got to
but
direct it at somebody,
he can
dude.
willpower
50-50 shot. You know what? Here we go. This is what we'll do.
Yeah.
Roll.
I mean, if he spends a willpower, he gets to go after Jake. That's just what happens.
So come after Jake.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, but okay. My question, Mr. Ashford, do you possess celerity?
Nope.
Okay.
He does not.
Yeah.
So he just wastes his turn.
Yeah, no. Then what's going to happen? He's still in the grips of frenzy, so he will make another frenzy check.
Yep, he can do that.
So Nathaniel, you will make another frenzy check, but Jake, you will respond. You will get a response because basically Ashford is about half a centimeter away from you at this point.
No, Jake took 2 actions of movement.
No, he took a single action of movement, actually.
No, he took his action to zap the box that took movement. He took one half of an action, his standard action, to zap the box, then movement. Then his celerity was take movement and throw me.
Well, at this point, I should point out that technically you can't spend half an action to do thaumaturgy, but, you know, I'm just leaving it go because it was cool and thematic to shut off all the lights. What's the difficulty on his frenzy check, Will?
Alright, let's give him standard 1, or standard plus.
Alright.
Or standard plus 1.
So that would
Congratulations, you break yourself out of frenzy right as you're about to jump on Jake.
Well, technically, Jake would still be like a whole city block of like a long ass way away.
Yeah,
he does
he
have
would
like 2.
Oh, you're able to break yourself out of frenzy as you were heading towards Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, just the red haze dissipates. I'm slowly turning myself around, seeing this horribly disfigured, mangled body, and just cradling it in my arms, having this moment of complete.
Well, I mean, aren't you running at me right now? And like, aren't I higher
You're
in
definitely,
initiative than you?
He was able to stop himself.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's still my turn first.
All right.
It is, you know.
All right.
All right. So can I establish eye contact with this dude who is just bull rushing me?
Yes.
Okay.
He's not. He's been in frenzy long enough that he's not going to think and not look at you, not actively avoid you. So yeah.
Okay. Then I will use. I used command.
Okay. What's your command?
Sleep.
All right.
Sleep.
All right.
Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep. Like go to
and
sleep,
what
take a
is-
nap.
All right.
What's your
and
what's
is
your willpower?
All right. Assuming we use that one to control frenzy.
Current, not total. Not total. Current.
All right. That would be down to 5.
All right, and then I got -2 diff because of my enchanting voice.
Yep.
So diff 3, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I got
Pretty much just don't botch it. That's pretty much all you need to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
all right. I got 3.
Yep. I go out.
He's out.
Mr. Ashford crashes to the floor, snoring, in the grips of terrible dreams where, you know, his girlfriend still had a head, but still didn't love him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want him like causing a scene. I'll just like grab his ankle and drag him back towards the group. I'm gonna get this body out of here.
I
All
come
right,
back with
Sorry,
the
BG,
mortal.
I was going to say you still have the would-be assassin in your arms or over your shoulder or whatever else.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him down where everybody else is.
Okay. He is, you know, in his mid to late 20s. He's dressed in kind of, you know, I want to say pseudo-military khaki. He's got like a bulletproof vest strapped over his chest, and he's covered in religious iconography, tattoos that you can see, like crosses and Latin script and such, like tattooed
Also-
over every visible inch of skin.
Also, as you're heading that way, Marquez apparently has lost all degree of etiquette and is giving someone the third degree about security of this mansion, or this governor's mansion.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to walk up to the prince and say, I'm not coming back here. I've been shot twice. I'm going to go take this guy and interrogate him. So I guess go ahead and do your thing. I'll talk to you when I feel like it. And he just turns and leaves, or is starting to leave, walk away.
As you do so, you hear the prince speak. Just one question before you go. Who do you want to vote to Terrance's old chair?
I guess Hargrove is still in there.
Yeah. Hargrove hadn't actually came out. He hadn't left the building, but he's there.
I'll walk back inside. I'll just toss the dude at Marquez. I'm like, hey, you can interrogate him. I don't really care.
Wait, I want to interrogate.
Or let Enzo.
Marquez
He likes to
speaks.
stand people.
Yeah. Take it. Have at it, Enzo. If I interrogate him, there's not gonna be. Look, if I try to interrogate the son of a bitch, there's not gonna be anything left. Enzo, you're probably better at that.
Yeah, I'm a people person. And this guy, he loves Jesus, so we already got something in common.
So I'll walk in, and if I see Hargrove, I will approach him.
You do so, Hargrove. Actually, you see you bump into him at the same time that he was strapping on all kinds of military gear, BP vest, pistol.
Quit. I've already handled it. It doesn't matter.
Good, because I was ready to go to war.
Yeah. Who do you have to become the next Duke?
I have one of our families was interested in coming up from Myrtle Beach.
But they're not here?
I'm just saying, they're not here at the moment.
Well, nobody's going to vote in a completely unknown person who's way down in Myrtle Beach.
You'll call on this one, but to be honest...
Okay, fine. Then you're going to vote for David.
Got it. Agreed.
I turn around, I walk outside, and then I say that I am voting for David to take over the Appalachian District.
The prince nods as he begins trying to get back control of the situation.
Since I'm not in combat, I'll spend a blood to heal my damage. And I'll pop 5 principal focus speeds.
Okay. That's enough. And you're going to get out of Dodge?
Well, yeah, I'm going to leave. This place is clearly known.
Alright, so who wants to drive Ashford home?
Alright, guys, I guess hit me up if the scene ends and there's something else going on. Woodrow is mad.
Sorry that I have apparently the second person to shoot you in the head, PJ.
Yeah, well, the prince said that...
And, help me interrogate this dude.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. I'll roll with Enzo, and I guess we'll interrogate this dude. Poor guy.
Alright, so here's what I want to tell. I want to tell Marquez something though. I'm gonna give him Ashford. So I'll be like, he'll probably wake up, eventually. But I'm gonna take that body.
Or else, hey Jake, you could totally drive Ashford home.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Damn.
I'm gonna take this body of his ghoul. I'm gonna get it cleaned up, and he can come by the mansion tomorrow night to, pick it up.
I'll make sure he takes care of that. I'll make sure that gets taken care of. But to be honest, between me and you, she kind of had it coming.
Well, I can't believe she ran out in the open during fucking sniper fire. I'm a pretty dumb guy, and I know not to do that.
Again, shit happens.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, you take care of yours. You take care of yours. We're gonna get this handled to get out of here before his buddies come looking for him.
Yeah, that sounds good. But hey, you should probably have somebody keep watch in case his buddies do show up, because we're trying to point them at the Sabat. And Enzo will like kick the unconscious guy, just a little bit, like roll him over or whatever with his foot. This guy's got moxie. That's what we need for hassling the Sabat.
All right, done. Well, I said you get out of here, get somewhere safe before shit becomes a bigger problem.
All right, later, man. We'll shake your hand.
Marquez extends. And
Fail
as
successful.
you start to turn, as you turn to leave, you hear Marquez. Marquez turns. His voice.
His voice what?
His voice becomes.
What's going on?
Yeah. He dropped. His internet dropped.
Damn, what a cliffhanger.
Oh, maybe he's back. There we go. He switched. Okay. But you're still muted.
Right. Marquez, you hear Marquez's voice. You hear Marquez's voice as he turns back towards the prince. But you countless times this was a bad fucking place to do this. Sam holds up a hand. Look, and I told you we were gonna take care of it. Well, why didn't you fucking take care of it like you said you were going to? Mark, I know you're upset. A, don't you ever fucking call me by that name ever again. And B, you're fucking right, I'm upset. You know what? Fuck it. Nobody else on this council here tonight had any intention of actually voting somebody into that chair. You know damn well as good as I do that wasn't gonna happen. So I'm putting my foot down. I don't give two fucks if you are the prince. I'm putting my foot down, and I'm walking my happy ass back to my haven until we can get this shit straight, and none of us have to worry about catching a sniper bullet to the head. And I'm sure everybody else on that council is gonna feel the same way. Now, you give me a call when you figure out how to get us together without us ended up in a morgue somewhere. As Marquez turns, clearly and visibly upset and actually shaking. As Sam's hand goes to his forehead as he massages his temples there. I swear, Harry. You raised him, man. How are you going to get his trust back?
I'll work on him. He looks at Sam dead in the eyes and says, actually he leans in so that nobody else can hear. We were both originally on the same side, the same sect. If you can call it a sect, I'll work on him.
Well, he's not wrong. For now, we're going to call this meeting adjourned until we can get a better grasp of what's going on.
That'll work. All right.
Let everybody know I'm heading to my other place.
All right. Can do. All right. Harry will straighten up as the prince walks to do his thing, and he'll go to everybody that's still around and say, "All right, people, meeting's adjourned. We're gonna hold off until we get this thing straightened out. So yeah, y'all go on about your business. Do your investigations. I'm certainly gonna do mine. Handle your business." He's actually, Mr. Josiah wanted me to say he's going to his other place. So tell you what, if you can't get him on the phone, call me and I'll get up with him. So, or David, wherever his ugly butt is, he looks around. He doesn't see him. He just throws up a hand. Handle your business. When we get this straightened out, we'll have another meeting.
Andy, who had been on the phone the whole time, you hear her voice. Look, I know, Mark. I know what you told him. But he's ventured. He's hard-headed as. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying you're wrong, but for crying out loud, you can't go flying off the handle like that. Yes, I know. I'll ask Harry about that.
Harry hears his name
Right,
and looks
fine.
over and actually walks over to her.
Yeah. Well, you get somewhere safe. I'm going to get somewhere safe. We're going to bed. We're just going to bed down until this blows over. To which, as you're approaching, you can hear Marquez's voice on the other end of the line. It's not going to fucking blow over unless we make it blow over. You could hear his voice crackling from the other side of the line.
Harry pipes up.
What are you going to
pipes
look?
up his
Don't do
voice.
something stupid.
Mark.
To
He
which
can't
you
hear unless he's yelling. He can't hear Mark again.
can't.
But
he can't.
Yeah.
Marquez
he
wouldn't be able to hear Harry. He wouldn't be able to hear Harry. Not over the phone anyway.
Even. Oh.
You could hear him. You could hear his voice.
Okay.
He's
As
not gonna be able to hear
Harry's approaching, he holds out his hand for the phone.
Yeah. She hands it to you.
All right. He puts it to his ear. Mark.
Harry,
Dude, we'll figure this out.
What?
Meet me.
You damn right. We need to figure this out. Look, I told Sam 2 months ago that this was a bad place to keep me, and he didn't want to fucking listen to me. Hell, fucking Hargrove told his ass it was a bad place to me.
I'll talk with the boss. We'll figure out another place to meet. Alright? And we'll figure out this crap with our more violent... No, I'm not even going to call them brothers. With our idiots. And we'll get it squashed. Actually, you, me, and D need to meet and talk business about that.
You damn right we do. Who's still there? Who's still there, Council Wise? Better question is has Enzo left yet?
Oh yeah.
He looks around, looks for you. Is Enzo still there?
No, he left.
Oh. Don't see him.
All right. I'll get up with him.
Okay.
I'm telling you what we need right now. What we need. And I'm pretty sure the Gangrel are gonna agree with me on this, and I dare say the Bruja will too. We need a fucking war party. I can't believe I'm gonna fucking agree with Duke Day, but we need a war party.
Yeah, this isn't some shovelhead fun day. This is this is a problem. All right. Yeah, I'll get it with Dean. We'll get this kicked off, probably at one of his places that he's got locked down. So, and I'll have him send out the invite to everybody, so we can figure out who wants to play.
And hopefully they all do.
Yeah.
All right. I said I'm a bed down. You
Right.
probably need a bed down too. So
Mhm.
either way, take care of yourself. I don't want to see you catch a bullet in the head.
Yeah, same here. All right. I'll see
No,
you on
that's
the
the line goes
gallery if
dead.
you need me. Right before the line goes dead, he says, "I'll see you on the gallery if you need me." And click. And he
Yeah,
hands the
no
phone back
response.
to
As the
Andy.
line goes dead.
Yeah, hands the phone back to Andy.
She
All right,
sighs
Andy,
audibly.
gallery.
All right.
All right.
The longer we stand here talking, the more likely it is that somebody else is going to show up. So let's get out of here.
Mhm.
As you see, the prince and Biltmore had already headed towards, already rolled out of there. Everybody's peeling out of here like mad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Harry will actually head for the car that he had and take off himself.
All right.
And
So
he's
if anyone
calling,
else, assuming no one
you
else,
see that he's got the phone up, but that's about it.
if no one else wants to make a grand exit, we can wrap up the scene. All right, that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. That's been, well, supposed to be a council meeting. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. More is right around the corner.